Welcome to Same Cast Different Day Podcast Live. I'm Marto.
And I'm Tina.
And like I said, for those of you who don't know, this is a live broadcast where all our topics are and there's no filter on them. There's no we're not going to talk about this because it's too controversial. Everything and anything can be talked about on this show, all the way down to somebody pee size. So you never know what happened on the episode the Same Cast Different Day Podcast. Why do you have to make that face? See, this is what I'm saying. You judge me already. We a minute and 16 seconds in, and you judging me.
I ain't did nothing.
Your
I'm just
face,
here.
your facial expression said it all. Anywho, me and Tina, well, I talked to Tina earlier because she tried to convince me, y'all. So for those of you who don't know, I had said that there was a video I saw online where it said the year that you turned 13, number one song that year is your crash out song. And so for me it was 2005 and the number one song of that year was We Belong Together. And Tina has the audacity to tell me that is a great crash out song. I said, now you know I'm always talking about burning stuff down when I'm angry, and you thinking We Belong Together in the background playing it's a great crash out. No, it is. I
Sounds
I
good to
refuse
me.
to believe it. No, I refuse. When you no. As much as I love Mariah, no, it's just possible. No, that's not a good
So
crash
now I
out
gotta
song.
go see what mine is. What years is supposed to be?
The year that you turned 13.
The year I turned 13.
Child, somewhere in the 1900s.
Woo! So that year, number one song.
hmm So I think they based on whatever song spent the most weeks on number one on the Billboard Hot 100.
Oh, wait, let's see.
Because I'm like, yeah, we belong together. I'm like, really? Out of all the songs, like we
You gotta
belong
guess
together.
what mine is. Guess what mine is.
The Spice Girls.
No,
What?
no, I hate this. Hey, Macarena.
Never mind. Yours is worse than mine. Especially how you be crashing out that in the background. No. One little, two little. No, I can imagine.
Hey,
Oh
Macarena.
my god, that is terrible. Whoever thought it is, you evil. Whoever thought of that,
That's
you
actually
is
pretty
evil.
terrifying.
That sounds like some devilish type stuff. To be honest,
Somebody
like
crashing out to the song.
that's like mafia type crash out. I'm just saying, like what? No, no. Oh, Jesus, excuse me. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. I don't feel so bad about mine now, so I'm gonna start complaining.
Yours is still a perfect crash out song,
I still
though.
don't think so.
It is.
Mm-mm. I could have.
Perfect relationship crash out song.
I wouldn't even took because she was talking about murder and that. So I would have took Rihanna's under over We Belong Together. That's a crash out song.
No, I still feel like
Uh-uh.
yours is perfect. Your favorite artist?
That's just evil. Um. So the Tate brothers, Andrew and Tristan. I have no idea who these people were until Tina had sent me this story. So y'all gonna have to work with me. As far as I know, they was some I don't know, some type of a UFC boxer people. I don't know what I still don't know what they're famous for. Because some sources say YouTube, some said boxing. I don't know. But anyway, so Tate brothers Andrew and Tristan was arrested in Miami on UK extradition charges amid 59 reports of rape and sex trafficking. The charges are from the UK Crown prosecution. They added 38 charges against the brothers. I don't know how they did well how they wrote this, but anyway, they added 38 new charges against the brothers. Andrew's facing 42 charges. It would be a rape, sex trafficking, and indecent images of a child. Tristan is facing a total of 17 charges, including 2 new counts of rape and 3 new counts of arranging or facilitating trafficking for sexual exploitation. If you're wondering what they look like, here's a picture of them.
Aw.
Why did you start laughing when the picture popped up? I know who they was. So like maybe if I put a picture up there, man.
And in case you're wondering what they look like this.
Because I didn't know. I didn't know what these
When
people
they
look like.
got arrested, when I was looking at the clips, when they got arrested in the comments, they was roasting dude for his pants.
With the purple, was it the purple suit or something he had on?
He had not like the dude, I think it was a bald-headed dude. He had on like these capri trousers. They didn't look like they were supposed to be capri. They looked like they just supposed to be like little kids. Yikes.
I just look like you got all this money.
They was real busy, wasn't they?
Yes, like how y'all in Miami promoting underground fighting or whatever, UFC fights, or some type of thing that they do, and then on top of that, y'all got all these rape charges against y'all. Then y'all got sex trafficking. And y'all facilitating sex trafficking. Like what the? And then on top of that, y'all do YouTube. And on top of that, y'all do YouTube. So how do you have the time to do all this crime?
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, I guess actually. Well, never mind. I guess they can find time to cry. Hell, look at Donald Trump. Anyway, speak. Oh Lord.
I just work here on Sundays.
You? How dare you? Our Donald Trump. R. Kelly formally begs Donald Trump to commute his 30-year sentence, claiming his life is in imminent danger.
From what?
I was trying to think about it because last time I heard that everybody in jail loved him. He was in there walking around. Wait, never mind. Yeah, he was in there walking around singing. I thought he was gonna drop the dopest mixtape while he was in jail or coming out of jail. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like R. Kelly might just lose his mind sitting in jail. Like he might be one of those people where he come out if he had to serve his full sentence, well, he'd be like 90 when he get out of jail, wouldn't he? And he like 60 something now. Anyway,
I feel like they'll probably let him out before then, some kind of way, for some reason.
Good behavior type stuff or something. Yeah. I just feel like when he come out of jail, he's just not gonna be the same. So, another Donald Trump news, y'all hear a lot about him throughout the show, by the way, because he had a busy week. Donald Trump says that Canada will face tariffs over the windfire smoke, holding Canada responsible for the fact that they cannot properly maintain. They are not properly maintaining their forests. End quote. That's what he says. So he's charging them
the windfire smoke.
I don't know. I don't know how to like. I didn't know how to word it. Like the smoke from the fire, from the wind blew the fire. The wind blew the smoke to the U.S. and he's charging Canada a tariff tax for the wind blowing the smoke over to the U.S. and causing all that smoke to cover everything. Like his fireworks show didn't cause a whole health hazard to people's health, but. I'm trying to be. I was trying to be serious when I reported this, but you just can't
charge tariffs. What are we talking about? Like we have a wildfire, and do he realize there's one going on right now?
Last time I checked, we had Source 7 across the U.S. right now. Wildfires going on.
What are we talking about? And in California, it's like it's an every year event. Like it happens every year. What are we talking about?
Cities burned down, and you're worried about Canada's wildfires. Like, what is we doing? You can't control your own wildfires in your country.
Terrorists. on
That's
Mother
awesome. Now
Nature.
when I said heard when I first read that, I'm like, this can't. But it had a quote from him, and I was like, oh, this is dead. He was dead serious.
He was dead serious.
Okay. Let's take a look at Medicaid fraud that might have been cooked up at a church. And I'm gonna play the video for y'all, and we gonna come back and discuss. I don't even know, to be honest. I know I uploaded it. Oh, that's not it. I don't know where. I don't know where the video is at. I don't know where. Oh wait, here we go.
A pair of middle-aged church friends walk through downtown Minneapolis. Tourists from Philadelphia. Not here to take in the sights. They came for the fraud.
Did you guys cook up this fraud scheme in Sunday school?
The fraud scheme? Billing millions to Minnesota's Medicaid-funded Housing Stabilization Services, or HSS program, claiming to help homeless clients like Terrence Darby, who was living in a shelter, find a home.
She billed your Medicaid at least $1,600.
For what?
What do you think the help they gave you was actually worth?
Zero. I mean, I didn't get anything.
46-year-old Candace Langley, an Essence magazine curvy model, and 62-year-old Cynthia Allen, a Netflix actress and missionary, both opened HSS companies in Minneapolis after hearing it was easy money. And for a while, it was.
Oh, that was the end of the video?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was just surprised, they just might have been cooked up at church. Somebody said the narrator was dirty for narrated it. But yeah, it's been a lot of Medicaid fraud. Like I said, I didn't know that you can start a whole company and help people get housing. I didn't know that was a thing. Mm-hmm. I did not know. Mm-hmm. Giving me some ideas. Especially in this economy. So, right. Social media crackdown on content creators. Take a look at this video, and I wanted to come back and tell you why I want to play this video, because it has something to do with YouTube. So here we go.
Stop scrolling 1 second. This is really important. Social media platforms are cracking down on creators. Someone you have likely seen discussing Trump's health has been banned from TikTok. I'm talking about Adam James. He goes by Epistemic Crisis. He's been on the show a couple of times. He has built a huge following, giving his opinion about what he thinks is happening with Donald Trump, with Mitch McConnell, and other geriatric folks running the government. He always says, these are my opinions. I'm basing it off of my 14 years experience working in home health with dementia patients. It's his opinion. He labels it. This is alarming, and it is also not very surprising. We know that the platforms sometimes do fold. We know the administration is putting huge pressure on social media companies to silence creators they deem a problem. Many of you know that recently the White House put me on a media offender list for talking about Donald Trump's health. And now TikTok, which changed ownership last year at the pressure of the federal government, has banned a creator who predominantly talks about Donald Trump's health. This is a warning to everyone, whether they reinstate Epistemic Crisis as an account or not. It is a very clear message. We do not own our data. I have nearly 9 million followers across all platforms, and I can lose that at the drop of a hat. So it's really important that you are following all of your favorite creators on multiple platforms. Once they're gone, you may not even realize it. So please take a moment today, follow your favorites wherever you engage on social media. If I'm lucky enough to be one of those, you can find all of the places to follow me at the link in my bio. And most importantly, get on our Substack. Substack is the one place where I own our data, meaning we can download the emails and always be able to contact you should a platform remove our accounts. So please like, comment, and share. help boost to spread the word, take a moment to follow me and your other favorite creators on the various platforms you use today. They are coming after us. They are clamping down.
So I wanted to play that video because, as you know, we play clips and we talk about, the current administration and everything that's going on within our country and all these other kind of things. So recently, our podcast channel got shadow banned on YouTube, where YouTube is no longer pushing out our content into the algorithm when we put out the short clips or videos, period. So basically, only people who are seeing our videos are our subscribers. And unless those people who subscribe, share that content out or go in there and like it themselves, then their YouTube is not pushing it. So I'm still going to upload on there. Eventually, it'll get lifted eventually. But yeah, that's one of the main reasons why I want to play that video, because YouTube has been slowly shadow banning and kind of stopping content from getting out there when it comes to Trump. And I believe he's like he said in the video, they've been cracking down on there. I need to see, did we make the list? Am I on the media offender list? I need to check and see. Because I hope not. So I don't feel like I caused that much drama. I'm just saying.
Well, I don't know about that. You might be on the.
You know what?
This is nice.
I ain't gonna keep taking these interviews today. Anywho, the United States has a warning to Americans and run to exercise caution. Take a look.
The United States State Department is issuing Americans across the world to exercise increased caution. It comes as the war in Iran is escalating. Channel 14 is reporting Trump has ordered a central command to, quote, open the gates of hell on Iran. The State Department is urgently warning Americans across the globe that Iran may target U.S. interests or locations associated with Americans overseas, and says that travel disruptions, including flight cancellations and airport closures, are possible. This is a worldwide alert, and it comes as the war in Iran is rapidly escalating. And I mean rapidly. 2 American service members died in the past 24 hours in Jordan. That number is actually likely to rise based on videos we've seen from strikes of Iran on the U.S. base in Jordan. It's a very serious situation right now. And things are getting dark very quickly. I'll have more updates for you soon. Spread the word, follow along, stay up to date on all the news you need to know about.
Now, I didn't know. I thought the war in Iran was over until recently. I saw a picture. There is a billboard up in Iran right now with Donald Trump laying in a casket. Like, they really want this man dead. And considering how bad, like, they're publicly doing these things, it does for, as an American, puts you on alert to. Even though those at the same time, like, well, dang, they send missiles over here. Like, what can we really do? Like we can run. The things can land so fast, and I even know you're dead after the missile hit. So it's almost like, dude, you had all the time in the world to leave them people alone. Now you don't fucked around and found out, and now you don't know the situation that you caused. Like, we ain't had no beef with them. There was no reason for the Strait of Hormuz to be closed. You went over there trying to close and trying to charge, and I heard that Iran is they're talking about charging tolls now for the oil ships to get through to bring oil out. So it's just a mess. Like, he caused all this mess on his own, and now he doesn't know how to fix this problem. And all I can say is like I said, we can travel with caution. I guess going to some certain foreign areas is not safe going over there for us. So I don't know. I guess all we can do is just hope for the best at this point when it comes to that mess. Sorry. So, do you work for the people or the president of the United States? Let's take a look.
Who do you work for? director?
President of the United States.
No. You work for the people of the United States. You take an oath to the people of this country. You should be fired because you work for the people, not the president. None of us work for the president. Why do you think the agency was created? Because of the president? Congress created the agency because of the awful financial distress that had happened on our American people. You can blink your eyes all you want. Last year, Americans lost roughly $16 billion to fraud. 25% increase from 2024 on your watch. The highest level on record on your watch. In fact, CFPB has received more consumer complaints in 14 months than in the first 14 years of its existence. Your watch. In May, CFPB deleted more than 2,000 pages from its website. These include consumer advisories, blog posts. You didn't do it?
Nope.
You didn't do it? Nope.
We overhauled our website.
Okay. How is CFPB adhering to congressional mandated consumer protection mission by removing consumer education and other materials from its website?
We did not remove materials from the website. We put it in an archive
So
section
you didn't remove
of
the Know Your Right. You archived the Know Your Rights for veterans? You archived it?
We archived the
You
policies
archived
of
the Know Your Rights, Russell, for veterans. You guys can get all upset all you want. He doesn't work for the president. He doesn't work for Zelle or Walmart. He works for the people of the United States. Shame on you. On your watch, complaints are up. You literally took money away from pockets of our residents. You can blink all you want. Your legacy will be the fact that people got hurt under your watch because you think you work for the president and not the people.
I bet her husband has never won a fight against her.
Ooh, she's something else. She's very passionate.
And then the fact that she said like it was more complaints since he has been in that position, and then in the last 14 years, the first 14 years that was started. Like, sir, what are you doing to protect people from fraud? And all these other you're not doing your job. Like you say, like she said, you don't work for the president, you work for the people of the United States citizens. She
also said you can blink all you want.
That's how you know somebody mama for real. Like that's what I'm saying. Like this was like all these people that's working under Trump is like we working for the president. Like, no, all y'all jobs are supposed to be you work for the United States of America. You work for the American people for people to be able to have the American dream. But instead, you working on helping Donald Trump inflate his pockets. That's all you're doing as he's sitting in office. Ugh. An Epstein survivor went in front of Congress. Let's take a look at this video because I didn't know that this survivor reached out to Congress after the DOJ had released the Epstein files and redact a lot of the victims' information. So let's take a look at this.
Stop scrolling because an Epstein survivor just went in front of the United States Senate, blasted Todd Blanche, shared her story in an act of heroism. Everyone needs to see this moment from Danielle Bensky. It won't be on every major media network, but the people need to see, so spread this everywhere.
In December, before the document release, our attorneys submitted 350 victims' names to the Department of Justice as victims' names to be redacted prior to the release. In that first release, I found my name in 2 places. In that next release in January, my name appeared again, but this time the redactions were so far worse. The files displayed not only my name, but my phone number, my former addresses, where I worked, and other identifying information. When my name appeared in the 3rd file release, it became difficult to believe that this was not intentional. Despite my lawyer repeatedly contacting the DOJ, seeking protection, my information continued to be exposed. And it's not just my name, it's the identifying information. These documents contain disturbing yet incomplete accounts of my abuse. They were available not only for the entire world to see, but my child, my students, my friends, my employers, my colleagues, and my family. It was humiliating. Worse, my FBI 302 exposed a Jane Doe who had fought for decades to conceal her identity. It's been absolutely devastating. Outing survivors causes real and irrevocable harm. While coping with our emotional distress and psychological trauma, we also have lost our privacy and confidentiality, suffered reputational harm, lost jobs, and now fear for our personal safety. We are not activists. We are crime victims. For us, this has never been about politics. It has been about getting justice for the crimes committed against us. And the redactions are not the only problem with Todd Blanche's nomination. Todd Blanche has never attempted to listen to us, the crime victims. Survivors in this room repeatedly asked to meet with Todd Blanche through multiple channels. He never responded. Yesterday, he said he would meet with us, with our attorneys, if they were present. But let's be clear, that was the first time that was ever communicated to us before yesterday. He simply ignored us for the last 8 months. He's been radio silent, and the silence was deafening. Crime victims deserve better from the nation's highest level of law enforcement officials. We deserve to be heard directly, not dismissed and ignored. There are numerous investigative leads that must be followed.
So I feel like they left those people names and all that information in the file to get people to stop talking about Trump and the Epstein files and to focus more on the victims and their privacy and everything being out. But I'm so happy that she went and spoke out in front of Congress, because to have all that personal information put out that should not have been put out, her personal phone number, her name, workplaces, and all these other kind of things, that should not have been made public record at all. And I hope that they can get some type of, I hate to say it because it's going to come out of taxpayer dollars. We know how the Republicans feel about wasteful taxpayer dollars as they see it. But I hope they get some type of compensation, because it's not fair. Like she said, like everybody, like all this stuff was kept private, and now the whole world knows that. Yeah, I was on the Epstein Island. What if I didn't want people to know that? And now here it is for the world to see. Like, I just don't feel that that is right, and I feel like something needs to be done. And that person who currently holds that position, who put out the Epstein files, needs to be fired.
Gonna redact all that other stuff, but leave that in there is crazy.
Yeah, they redacted all of Donald Trump's mess that's in there. Okay, is it not? Oh, it's not okay for Democrats to make fun of of somebody, I guess famous or whatever when they pass away, but it's okay if Republicans do it. And I've been seeing this over and over and over every time like somebody within the political system passed away, or when Charlie Kirk passed away, and how there was all these people making fun of Charlie Kirk's death and all these other kind of things, and then they be like, oh, that's not right, you should be talking about that man, he got killed and da 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 da. But then when somebody on the other side of the table passes away, it's a totally different story. And it's like they don't want to hold those people accountable for the rude comments that they say about these people. And one of Tina's favorite people, Rosy Cheeks, had made a video about it. So we're going to take a look at it.
Oh, Rosy Cheeks, yay.
So this Republican says, when Joe Biden got cancer, Republicans prayed. When Charlie Kirk got assassinated, Democrats celebrated. We are not the same. Just posting this, 1.9 million views. Really? Trump says he doesn't have sympathy for vicious Biden after cancer diagnosis. If you feel sorry for him, don't, said Donald Trump. Or this Republican in a viral tweet saying Trump says he doesn't feel sorry for Biden. That's the right answer. F him. Real nice. Laura Loomer even chiming in saying Biden for prison after his diagnosis. How about Donald Trump himself saying Robert Mueller died, good, I'm glad he's dead. Just openly on social media. I'm so sick of Republicans trying to pretend that Donald Trump and the people around him are good people. They are not. They are trash, and no amount of right-wing propaganda will change that fact.
Yet they got upset when the world celebrated not Donald Trump. I'm too far in the future. When people were oh, that was so wrong to say. Oh God, that was so wrong to say. When people cheer when Charlie Kirk was assassinated.
Oh yeah, that was gonna be wrong choice of words together. You're right.
That's why I was like, oh, that's what that does not. Yeah. So yeah, like that people are making jokes about Charlie Kirk and everything, and when he was murdered, and like I said, did the Republicans get online and they make these comments about when other people on the who consider themselves Democrats or leftists um pass away or whatever, and they make those hateful comments, or even cancer diagnosis. Like, what is we doing? Like, why do y'all gotta be so hateful all the time? Like, I just don't understand the hatefulness behind their just so much hate. Why do we have so much hate in our body? Just let it go. Whatever childhood trauma y'all hanging on to, let it go.
Maybe jealousy.
Is that what it is? That's definitely what it is.
For the most part, jealousy.
So let's take a look at a video from Tina called Rosy Cheeks, talking about Obama responding to living rent free in Donald Trump's head. So here we go.
President Obama just slammed Donald Trump in a new interview for constantly talking about him. Trump is obsessed with Obama. He still attacks him. He still thinks about him. And this is what he had to say.
Look, you got to ask him what it is that the obsession. The obsession. I know what it is. Yeah, well, I obviously, have a room in his head. Rent free. You do everything with grace. A suite in his head. But the thing about it is that was always clear to me. Look, first of all, when I was president, the last thing I had time to do was worry about what somebody said, or what my predecessor did. Mm-hmm. They're gone. I've got work to do. You locked in. It's hard to describe if you're doing the job right. Mm-hmm. Every day you got 5-10 things that are real hard, and you have to be constantly focused. The idea that I'd be worrying about came before somebody who came before and me trying to measure, like, what's he done today? Look, constantly worrying about that is a strange thing to me. It shows me somebody who's not focused on the American people and the job they're supposed to do.
He's absolutely right. And this was on the All the Smoke podcast. He also made another comment about Donald Trump and how he talks a big talk on social media, but in person, he's always been very nice to him, things like that. And look, the real reason that Donald Trump is obsessed with Obama is because he's jealous of him. That's what it is. Obama's never had any scandals, no criminal convictions. He's never cheated on his wives. He's a Harvard-educated lawyer. He actually won a Nobel Peace Prize, and Trump hates that.
So to answer your questions, we haven't got to that part in the show yet. We talk about multiple things that has happened within the last two before but we haven't got to that part of the show yet. But yeah, that was President Obama's response to basically living rent free in Donald Trump's head, and because I swear when he needs to answer, they ask him important questions. As always, he brings up Obama or Biden, when it comes to instead of just answering questions. Like the first thing, well, Obama, even with the MAGA supporters, it'd be like, well, under Biden, like, no, we didn't ask about Biden. Biden has been in office in almost 2 years. We're asking about Donald Trump, but you always bring up Obama or Biden. But, oh, God. So to keep things going, let's talk about something that tends to not go. So let's take a look at this video, discuss, and this brings us to the title of the video. Somebody chimed in just in time, but it brings us to the title of the video where there were some documents that recently came out. So we're gonna watch this video, and then we're gonna come back and discuss, and hopefully I click on the right video.
President Obama.
Wait, I didn't. Here we go.
Stop scrolling. I have a video you need to see of a Trump official admitting that there was no election interference that changed any vote in the 2020 election against or for Donald Trump. And while the moment he started talking and telling the truth, White House officials quickly whisked him away. This is from Vaughn Hilliard.
We're not telling the president.
Did you acknowledge that there were no votes changed in 2020?
All I can acknowledge is what the intelligence shows, right? I only know the intelligence community has zero evidence that someone has flipped, that a foreign power flipped a vote in 2020, 22, or 24.
And you have you're able to acknowledge.
We're not through all the documents.
You're able to acknowledge that Venezuela has not tampered with voting machines in the United States.
No, the intelligence is very clear. They did it on their own machines. Why is it important that they did it on their machines? Their machine protocols are the same as America. Why? Because for a long time they did exactly.
And so the 2020 election was in fact the results as we, the American public.
I'm still researching, so let me. This is the first one.
But there's no intelligence.
Not yet.
White House officials quickly whisked away John Solomon, the person Trump brought into the White House to try to spread these lies. Follow for more.
Oh, and the lies get deeper, y'all. So ever since he lost the 2020 election, he's just spreading all this stuff about election fraud and how Russia was colluding to help Joe Biden win the 2020 election and all these other kind of things. Like there's just this widespread of election fraud. So let's take another look at this account of this so-called election fraud by Rosy Cheeks. So here we go. I should stop calling. Tina got me calling him Rosy Cheeks. Harry Sisson.
He has rosy cheeks.
Here we go.
Well, this completely backfired on Donald Trump. So last night he gave that crazy speech on the 2020 election and fraud and foreign interference, and he released these documents claiming that it proves that foreign countries interfered to stop Donald Trump from winning. Except the documents say the exact opposite. Declassified documents Trump just released to prove the 2020 election was rigged actually show that Russia tried to interfere to hurt Biden and help Trump. This is one of the documents Trump released from the Intelligence Committee. We assess that Russia is using a range of measures primarily to denigrate former Vice President Biden and what it sees as an anti-Russia establishment. For example, it is directing or encouraging proxies to spread claims about Biden. Some Kremlin-linked actors are also seeking to boost Donald Trump's candidacy on social media. And it does say down here, we assess that China prefers Donald Trump be defeated, but they did not intend to try to affect the election. And there are a number of documents that say something similar to this, that Russia or other countries were trying to target Biden, and they were actually trying to help Trump. So thanks, Trump, for exposing the truth and proving us right and you wrong. It's great.
But we knew that though, right?
So we knew that, but he tried to spread the lies that they were trying to help Biden win the election. Like, and basically in so many words, like Russia was trying to spread propaganda on social media and through social media to help Joe Biden win the 2020 election when it was the opposite. It was they helped him win the 2020 election. That man just gets more and more stupid as the months go on. I'm on top of that. This is how you know that he didn't read these documents before he had them released. He was just like, just put them out. Yeah, put them out. Yeah, he didn't read nothing. I don't think he reads anything before he signs at this point.
Probably not.
He just believes whatever somebody say, the paper say, but just sign off on it. Oh,
he probably skim. He probably skim across it. Maybe
he read the first sentence and be like, "Yep," and sign off on it. Like, America, we gotta do better when it comes to choosing our people to run the country. And can we please stop voting in geriatric people? No, I'm saying no.
My business. I'm just
like,
and then you wonder why you get put on lists.
All right, is that why I can be put on media lists? I probably am on a media list somewhere, but there probably is going to be some Trump supporters that's going to be agree with me or be happy with me when I say this. So I don't know, some hogs is running for governor here in Wisconsin. Now, I saw an ad. It's a Republican ad, but it was supposedly a clip of her saying she wants to abolish ICE and get rid of ICE in general. I don't know if she said it for real or if it was just like a sound clip or a sound bite, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to that matter, I do not think we should abolish ICE. No, I think we should rein in ICE power. Um, and I think the way how they go doing these raids and deporting people, uh, it could be done better than what they have been doing. And I feel like ICE should not be used as Trump's personal army because that's what it feels like. So to completely abolish, a whole entire like department like that, no, I don't think that's something that we should do because once again, like there are some dangerous in this country who needs to be captured and needs to be taken out of the USA. So do I feel like ICE should be abolished? No. I just feel like they should be reined in. Yes, that's something that that should be done. Um, but the whole entire immigration, the whole ICE thing, like no, I don't think that's a good idea, and I feel like that's something that we truly still need in the U.S. As you could probably help with the what they call them two people we just talked about earlier, the Tate brothers, get deported back to UK to face their crimes for sex trafficking. So
Yeah,
Elon,
for stuff like that, that's what they need to be used
yeah.
for. Mm-hmm.
So Elon Musk got some bad news from the state of Wisconsin, and I don't think he's going to be happy about this. I'm waiting to see if Elon Musk is going to respond to the state of Wisconsin, and hopefully hope that the state of Wisconsin is going to press charges. So here we go.
Elon Musk and MAGA just got some very bad news. Wisconsin election officials have found probable cause that Musk violated the state's election bribery law and have referred complaints against him to the Brown County District Attorney. This bipartisan commission voted 5-1 after concluding there's probable cause that Musk unlawfully offered $1 million to induce voting in the 2025 Wisconsin Supreme Court election. The contents of the complaints are confidential under state law, but they are now with David Lassie, the Brown County District Attorney, who will determine whether to move forward with prosecuting Elon Musk. Under state law, Lassie has 40 days to report back to the commission on any action he takes. We don't know what he's going to do. Nothing is for certain, but it very well could happen. I mean, look, when Musk was handing out $1 million checks, I think everybody knew it was corrupt, and now he might face criminal consequences for it.
Lock his ass up. Is all I gotta say. Lock him up and throw away the keyboard. We already know he's not gonna go to jail. More than likely, they'll probably give him a fine or something and send him on his way. But still, it's the fact that you bribe people for votes, and you spent all that money on that Supreme Court election, and you still lost. How you doing? That's all I got to say.
Not just still lost.
He still lost. How you doing? So, speaking of Elon Musk, let's talk about some stuff that has gone down with Doge. If you notice, they kind of quietly just disappeared. And let's take a look at what a Wisconsin representative had to say about that.
Stop scrolling because an Epstein survivor just went in front of the United States Senate.
On July 4th, Doge quietly deleted itself, saying its mission had come to an end. And here's a kicker. Elon Musk's pet project that promised to cut $2 trillion in waste actually put our government in even more debt. Did Doge make our government work better? No. It pushed out 300,000 federal workers, and now agencies are scrambling to try to hire them back. So, did Doge cut waste? Nope. A Senate investigation found Doge generated $21.7 billion in waste in just 6 months. So what did Doge actually do? Well, it let Elon Musk dodge more than $2 billion in liabilities while his companies sat under federal investigation. It gutted the IRS, risking hundreds of billions of dollars in taxes that wealthy tax cheats may never pay. And it tried to weaponize Social Security. A whistleblower says Doge planned to mark 2.7 million living people as dead to force immigrants out of the country. Look, I agree that the federal government wastes a lot of money. I've spent years trying to squeeze that waste out of the budget, going after defense contractors who overcharge taxpayers, going after insurers gaming Medicare for billions of dollars, and going after billionaire tax cheats who dodge the taxes that everybody else pays. But DOGE was never about cutting waste. Instead, it served the interests of the rich and the powerful, and it left the American people far worse off. The Trump administration needs to be held accountable.
Now, how would they be held accountable? I don't know. I really don't know, but it's the fact that like when she said it was $27 million in waste to like, because I'm like, what was the whole point of Doge? Like, they didn't save us no money. They just cut a whole bunch of jobs, and then we took those, and then the money that they they saved for cutting these jobs that went into the big beautiful bill, which gave millionaires and billionaires these big tax cuts, which cost the government even more money than keeping those people on staff.
Yeah, that was a whole big old mess.
And it just
that was one big stupid mess when that happened.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, this administration, like she said, administration needs to be held accountable, but we all know that's not going to happen. And I feel like in some of these bills that they're trying to get passed, they're trying to slip in secret laws that people don't know about, where they probably give themselves immunity so that when the next administration comes into power, that they won't be able to be held accountable for their terrible actions while they were working for the Trump administration. And speaking of one of the titles of this video, one of the descriptions of the video, so a celebrity tried to buy his freedom. Let's take a look. And Tina is very familiar with this celebrity too, by the way.
Elon Musk and MAGA just got some very bad news. Wisconsin election officials have found...
I keep playing the wrong clip. I'm on the wrong one. Here we go, y'all.
When will people realize that all of the people around Donald Trump are just big scammers? New reporting reveals that rapper Boosie Badass paid two MAGA lobbyists $600,000 in an effort to get a pardon from Trump. Jacob Wohl and Jack Berkman are the guys, and they reportedly helped fraudster Joseph Schwartz secure a pardon from Trump last year. They did not get a pardon for him. They ran away with his money. The rapper hired two of these operatives. He's now suing them and fighting to retrieve $300,000. So far, the pair have refused to give money back, citing an overrun of costs in conversations with Boosie's lawyers handling the arbitration. They also said they were effectively bankrupt and can't return any of the money. So first of all, the fact that these guys are going around accepting payments for pardons is corrupt in and of itself, but they're also running off with the money. It's just one big scam. Every part of MAGA is a scam, and I don't know why people keep falling for it.
Harry, we need to talk because I already knew I saw Tina's reaction. Boosie Badass.
I was gonna say, because who he talking about?
Boosie Badass or Little Boosie, but apparently I forgot what he's in charge with, but he paid $600,000 to get a pardon from Donald Trump, and he didn't get his. And now he's trying to sue to get this $600,000 back. But then at the same time, you're suing to get money back that you paid to have somebody else. You gotta
pay for pardons? I thought you're not supposed to pay for a pardon.
Exactly. And then you publicly acknowledging that you basically paid somebody to bribe the U.S. president to give you a pardon. Like, sir, that's a crime. What are we doing? What are we doing? God, I just can't with people. I just can't. So this next question, ladies. Now, I already know I got common sense. So, I'm not one of those people who my mama is my sister type stuff. I feel like that's the only person who can come to this conclusion or even think of something like this. But The question was asked, how come women don't have to take a DNA test? Just think about that.
What you mean?
He asked, why do we have to take a DNA test? I'm going to play a video. We're going to come back and discuss.
How come women don't take DNA tests?
I don't know if I should be nice because I think you're serious or if I should be meaner because I think you're serious, but why would they take a DNA test?
Like the dads have to do. How come after they give birth, they don't have to take the DNA test?
I think it might be because the baby's coming out of them. If the baby came out of that woman's body, I think it's that woman's child. I don't know many cases where a woman is putting another woman's baby inside of her body and then birthing it again and the baby is surviving. I don't think that happens that often for us to require women to have to give You only had a couple of people in your class growing up, huh?
You know, this woman tried to get me to take a DNA test once to see if I'm the father of her child.
Like, she was curious? Like, there was a possibility you were the father?
Like, I never even touched the child. Like, you...
Wait, bitch, I need fucking AirPods, not fucking glasses. Say that again?
You could hold up a black light and see no fingerprint on that child at all. Because, you know, they have to use DNA. You know, like, when I was falsely arrested one time, they took my fingerprints. And that's how they choose DNA, because everybody got different fingerprints.
I think we're talking about different things. I thought we were talking about a DNA test after someone has a child. It seems like you had some allegations saying that you were touching a child. In the video now.
It was so much going on in that video. It was so much. It was so much.
So So first of all, he sounds like his mama is his sister, first of all. Second of all, did he just admit to touching a little kid? Like, I'm trying to figure that part out too. Like, what is going on?
Yeah, well, I was like, what? I had to cock my head to the side a little bit, like, wait a minute, what?
So I only watched like the first 20 seconds, maybe 30 seconds of that video. That was my actual first time watching the whole thing through. Oh, it just got worse as the video went on. That really came out of his mouth. Like, I'm just...
He said, oh no, in video, cut.
You had... Oh, he put on his glasses trying to hear better. Wait. Oh. I have never heard something so stupid in my life before. That caught
me off guard, and I just kept. And I'm like, wait, what? And I just kept listening, and I'm like,
it's getting worse. Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Since you are a healthcare professional, do you want to explain to him why women don't have to take a DNA test?
Okay. So, for obvious reasons that were stated in the video, generally, if a woman is giving birth to another human being, that human being will have some of her DNA. Now, he did speak about not knowing too many situations and where somebody will put a baby that's not your baby in your stomach. So like IVF. So you can have like when you're a surrogate, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's one time where the baby would not have your DNA. I can't really think of any other times.
That's the only time I
would
can think
happen.
of, when they take the embryo from another woman and then they put the embryo, because she can't safely carry the baby to term. So they take the embryo from her that's already impregnated in another woman, and then she carries the baby and then give birth to the baby, and the baby will still have the other woman's DNA. So it's like, that's the only term I can think of too. So it's like,
How
yeah,
come
that's
women don't
just,
have to take a DNA test? Ooh.
boy,
I
that
know
would have
you
got me.
asked me, and I said, "What? What do you mean?" I said, "For what?"
Oh
Ooh-wee.
boy. Okay. I need to come down. Okay.
These shenanigans.
Republicans love to talk about SNAP and how they don't want their tax dollars to be wasted on people being able to buy soda, cakes, cookies, juice, pies, and all these other kind of things when it comes to tax dollars. But wait till they see this story. Then we're gonna talk about tax dollars being wasteful and see, and then we need to get their opinions. So here we go.
This is just gross. JD Vance arranged for his elementary school son to be flown in a military helicopter for a golf lesson across town. The Secret Service detail is getting, quote, fed up with Vance family entitled protection expectations and last-minute travel. Operating this helicopter can cost taxpayers between $16,000 and $24,000 per hour, and JD Vance is just putting his kid on it to go to a golf lesson. One person with knowledge of the planned trip said, "This is ridiculous. Neither Pence or Harris ever pulled anything like that." The Vances also recently required several last-minute chopper trips to the region around Middleburg, Virginia, so they could hunt for houses to buy or rent for their expanding family. So they're just using the Secret Service as a personal entourage and spending our money to do it. I mean, it's disgraceful. They said there's no wasting taxpayer dollars in this administration, and yet it happens every single day.
Well,
I guess that's what JD Vance been up to, because every time we talk about him, I'll be like, what is he doing?
Where is he? What is he doing? Where is he at? Why haven't we seen him on TV? Why hasn't he been kissing babies somewhere? Like, what is he not? This is what he doing. He's using the Secret Service helicopter. Like he said, it costs $4,000 per hour to put his kid on a chopper to go for golf lessons. Like, y'all just can put him in a car and just drive him there. What a waste of taxpayer dollars. And I don't want to hear about how y'all don't want y'all taxpayer dollars to go towards cookies, cakes, juice, and pies, and all these other kind of things, when this man is spending probably hundreds of $1,000s a year to transport his son on a military helicopter, or a Secret Service helicopter. Like, what is we doing? Also, Trump had a bad day in court. He had another day, some more court dates that came up, and thanks to our friend Dean, he did a breakdown of some of these losses, or the big loss. So let's Dean, just take it away.
Holy shit, I have some great breaking news for you. I mean, this is amazing. Donald Trump is definitely having one of his worst days yet of his second administration. A federal judge in Florida has ruled that Trump's attempt to block the government from investigating him or his family members ever again for tax fraud was illegal. If you're unaware, a couple months ago, Donald Trump sued the IRS, which was basically him suing himself because he appointed the head of the IRS, and then settled with himself in this lawsuit. And a part of that settlement included the vow from the government that they would never investigate him for tax fraud again. Today, that settlement has been nullified. But it gets even better. The judge was so pissed off because of how brazenly corrupt and illegal the settlement was that they referred Trump's lawyer to the Florida bar, basically telling the state that they should take away this dude's license to practice law. That's all for now. Make sure to hit that follow button to stay in the loop. This is a big win.
Why hasn't the articles of impeachment out yet?
I mean, when I first heard that story, I was like, this sounds like so much conflict of interest going on here.
All right, let's say like everybody who was involved in this case works for you. You appointed them to this position. So because you gave me this position, you're going to sue the government, and I'm going to rule in your favor, or I'm going to settle in your favor because you got me the job. Like this don't look like corruption to y'all? Like, what is we doing? Jeez, people do better, think better. So we got a video about the New York rental ripoff report. Let's take a look.
New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani just released a key rental ripoff report that makes significant proposals to benefit tenants in New York. Here's what you need to know. Mayor Mamdani is proposing as part of this report to ban landlords from requiring both credit checks and proof of income, and would require landlords to instead pay for all credit check related issues. If you have to get an apartment, you have to get your credit checks. Well, landlord should pay for it, not the tenant. But that's not all. He also is taking on code enforcement, making sure that code is up to speed in buildings across New York, and ensuring that if landlords are using AI to change listings, that they disclose that to tenants. In a way, the way I read it and the way many people read it online, it's a tenant bill of rights in a way, right? It's ensuring that tenants aren't getting ripped off by landlords across New York City. And it's part of his initiative to make housing ultimately cheaper, to hold landlords that gouge residents accountable. And a 23-point kind of proposal, rental ripoff report. Read the full report online. I'll have more updates for you soon. Follow along to stay up to date on all the news you need to know about.
Cavalier Johnson, take notes. Take notes, because all you doing is tearing up streets and making roads smaller. Take notes. You doing all that stuff and people still dying on the road. Take notes.
Leave that man alone.
I cannot stand him.
Hey, we know.
I just told you, he would never get a vote for me ever. Like I said, when the next mayoral election come around, I'm sorry, I'm voting Republican. I'm not voting for him. I'm voting for the Republican Party. I am not voting for that man. So moving to, let me take a sip of my drink. That's some good stuff. So, do you think this man will be the best to be the director of national intelligence? Because after I saw this clip, I was like, it's some corruption going on here. So let's take a look.
This is one of the most humiliating things I've ever watched. Donald Trump's nominee to be the next director of national intelligence would not answer who won the 2020 election. For 2 minutes straight, he wouldn't do it.
Yes.
Who won the 2020 election?
I'm not going to do this with you.
This is a job interview. We've established that you have an obligation to be honest and forthright with the committee. Yes, you do have an obligation to be honest and forthright with the committee?
Yes.
Who won the 2020 election?
Like I said, I'm not going to get into that with you.
But you do have an obligation to be honest and forthright with the committee.
Is anything that I just said not honest or forthright?
Yes, you're not being honest or forthright. Who won the 2020 election?
I think I've answered the question. We can keep doing this.
Well, we're going to keep doing it because you're not being honest and forthright.
I'm not going to engage in the theater.
It's a simple question, Mr. Clayton.
And I've answered.
Who won the 2020 presidential election?
I've answered it.
You're here asking for the support of senators to lead America's intelligence community. We've established that you have an obligation to be honest and forthright with this committee and with the American public, but you refuse to answer a simple matter of fact about the 2020 election. Is that right?
No, that's not right.
Then answer the question. Who won the 2020 election?
I have answered the question.
Answer it. What is your answer?
I've given you my answer.
What is your answer? You refuse to answer a basic question about who won a presidential election, but you asked to lead America's intelligence community? Isn't it humiliating to be unable to answer this question, to have to indulge the president's delusions? We know, you know, everybody in this room knows the truthful answer to that question. Why can you not give it?
I think I gave you the answer.
Oh my. Are you aware that Director Gab.
Being a MAGA Republican working for Donald Trump really is a self-humiliation ritual. They can't even answer basic questions because it would offend Donald Trump. Look, I would really hope that the Director of National Intelligence could answer questions like this, but he can't, and that makes him not fit for the role.
So after that questioning, there was Republican senators who was like, yeah, he's not getting my vote for that position if you can't answer that simple question. Like I said, for him not to answer because you don't want to embarrass Donald Trump or hurt his feelings to get fired, I think this is wrong. Oh. I feel, oh Lord, my throat. Oh,
it's the wildfire smoke. I was dying earlier too.
Man, Canada, praying for you. I ain't gonna say, well, I ain't gonna be like the other Americans. They was like, oh, I couldn't tan because of smoke from Canada. I'm like, bitch, there's other days for that.
It's been consistently hot here. Okay,
it's been hot enough for you to tan.
Yeah, and one day is all you need. Like, trust me.
Like literally the next day after that Saturday, the smoke dissipated and you could, it was still in the air, but the sun was able to reach the ground. You could tan, bitch.
Yeah.
Got me fussy. So let's take a look at a man who has gotten ticket after ticket after ticket after ticket after ticket after ticket after ticket, and somehow this man has done some reckless stuff and still out on the street. So let's just take a look.
Chase or something.
I gotta catch up to you, right?
24-year-old Dyrell Chaplin.
Why you gotta be like grabbing?
I just don't want you running.
Doesn't seem worried.
I can't just give you my name and stuff so I can hurry up the process because I really gotta go.
He has people to see.
I gotta get to my mom's because I got a funeral in the morning for my auntie.
And live streams to host.
Running res in broad day, that's me.
When Milwaukee politicians talk about reckless drivers,
they literally have no respect for your life.
For those who are engaged in reckless driving, beware.
We will do something.
They might as well call him by name.
Chaplin?
Yeah.
In the last 3 years alone, police in southeast Wisconsin have stopped him 35 times.
You're going 66 miles per hour, speed limit on the viaduct is 30.
That's right. 35 times in just 3 years.
You got the worst driving record I've ever seen.
From blowing red lights to rolling through stop signs, cutting off traffic and speeding. Lots and lots of speeding.
I'm in a wreck.
All of it with no plates, no registration, no insurance, and no license.
You don't have no ID on you, Adam?
No.
Got driver's license on you?
No.
No driver's license?
But I'll tell you my name so I can yourself.
Oh, you don't got your ID on you?
Yet every time police stop him,
bro, you take over the speed, man, okay?
They let him drive away.
I mean, you just...
Cavalier Johnson. While you busy trying to make all the roads smaller, you got somebody like him out here. 35 times this man has been pulled over for doing 60 in a 30 zone. He's not in jail. Like at a certain point, when somebody becomes a repeat offender like that, they need to be in jail.
I'm just shaking my head because of course it's Milwaukee.
It is local, but
of course,
still.
Of course it's Milwaukee. Of course. Why wouldn't it be?
But at the same time, it's this point that he's been pulled over so many times, the police know who he is and they friends with him at this point.
Yeah, somebody probably need to issue a warrant and deny bail.
Yeah, here's the fact that he's going to continue to do it because all he knows is y'all gonna give me a ticket, and I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay the ticket. And because it's a traffic ticket, y'all gonna wait for him to. It's just gonna keep building up and building up and build up. And so y'all think like, oh, if he worked a job, we would just take it out of his tax refund. Guess what? He probably ain't got no job. If y'all even take it out of a tax refund. So y'all not gonna do something about it until like Tina said, until he.
So if you think about it, like he running red lights, he rolling through stop signs, he's doing a lot of speeding, he don't have no insurance, no plates, no
It's not even
driver's
registered
license.
vehicle.
I mean, all they're gonna do is tow the vehicle and give him a ticket because he hasn't killed anybody.
They
You
let
get
him
what I'm
drive
saying?
off
He
with
hasn't hurt.
vehicles still.
I know. Sometimes they will.
So it's no.
Yeah,
It shouldn't take
sometimes they
for him
will.
to kill somebody. Be putting like that. That's something that they need laws that they really need to be working on. Is worrying about buying cookies, cake, sodas, and juice on food stamps. Ooh, that makes me mad.
You need a snack?
I do.
Okay.
No snack. Speaking of y'all, this is a little bit off topic. I got a new addiction. Oreo Reese's peanut butter cookies is my new addiction.
I don't even want to know.
Explain to me why I ate a whole packet within a whole.
I don't. That is
Now it wasn't the family pack, but still.
Just the combination. What made you say, "Oh, I'm gonna try these"?
Because I had them before. Well, like this time, I'm dip them in some milk, and it was still good.
After all that turmoil you was going through yesterday, and you decided to eat. Oh God! Supervision.
But I use lactating milk.
You still need supervision.
I mean, maybe a little, but still, I'm just saying, it was good as hell. And now I'm Max. I ain't got no more cookies, and I only finished off the cookies this morning because I ate some yesterday, and I forgot to take them out the pack and put them in a bag. So they have not woke up this morning, and it was like 11 o'clock this morning, and they had lost their crunch. So I was like, fuck, I might as well just finish them all.
At 11 o'clock, that's what you was eating for breakfast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's a White Castle burger. No, so not White Castle burgers. They were some sliders, some Members Mark sliders.
Oh, even better.
I was on some fat stuff this morning.
And then you wonder, oh, my stomach. Oh, man.
I swear.
I don't know what I ate. Oh, man.
This time I knew what it was. The other day I was dying. I couldn't. I had to sit sideways, but was hurting so bad. Oh, that was bad. So I don't know how to describe this next video, so we're just gonna jump right into it. I don't know how to describe this going into it. So here we go.
Go home.
Shut the fuck up.
Get out. We know our country's better than yours.
I just want to reiterate, I thought you were supposed to be silent. I thought you were supposed to be in the kitchen, shutting the fuck up, listening to your husband. Why do you have a microphone? Since we're going off of your logic, right? Aren't you assimilating, my love? Play the role that you're fucking given. What are you doing stepping out of bounds? But it's interesting that you say that this country is... But take away all the resources that we steal from other countries. Is it still the amazing country that you think it is?
That's because we filled it.
And bitch, where are you going with this? Don't sit here and try to make it seem like the palm color folks built America. Huh?
With our work ethic.
I'm not sure if you were lobotomized already. Work ethic. Huh?
And our culture.
Okay, so thank you for confirming you were lobotomized. Because what the fuck?
And our values. You being here only dilutes it for us, those who built it. And
there's no other fucking explanation. Like, you are that delusional. You think built America?
Live it. And half of you people, more than half, you won't assimilate.
Babe, the palm color folks that came over to America didn't either. And you aren't either. You have a microphone. Why aren't you in the kitchen?
We don't want you.
And they didn't want you either. Now what?
We don't care if you're offended. Get out. Go home.
Sometimes I wish y'all would stand on what the fuck you're talking about. It's so crazy that when people complain that you don't like about the government that you support, when you support it, it's like, oh my God, leave, leave, leave. But then when it's Joe Biden as president or Obama as president, you complain all day long. Why won't you fucking leave, bitch? During them 4 years when Joe Biden was president, why were you still here?
Go back to fucking Haiti. Sorry.
It's like they started acting a little bit nervous when they started saying something racist because of Charlie Kirk. His last sentence was him saying something racist. So they got to, ooh, hold on. Watch out. I'm nervous. You said it into a microphone and you still act a little bit scared, bitch. Oh my God. It's also so interesting that y'all always say, go back to. Do your DNA test. You don't see America on there, bitch. You see Europe. Go back to there, bitch. The individuals that actually have DNA tied to America, you tell them to go other places. But you get to stay here and claim this the fucking land. Bitch, go back to Europe.
I'm thinking about our friends in Ohio.
It's like, I wonder why y'all don't focus on the victims of these cases. Is it because the abuser was white? It doesn't allow y'all to be racist? Again, stand on what the fuck you say, bitch.
Bitch.
He was so mad.
Because conservative women, they be on here spewing all this hate and all this stuff that they be saying. And then, like you said, like, you supposed to be a conservative woman, you supposed to be at home in the kitchen cooking barefoot pregnant. That's how conservative men see y'all. You're not supposed to be on TV or have a microphone spreading your opinions about stuff. You're not supposed to have a voice. You're not supposed to have that. So why are you even on the internet spreading this stuff that you're saying? And then that brings me to a video that I saw. I forgot to upload it, but there was this woman who says that women should not have the right to vote. What? Believe in the family? A family should only have one vote per family or household or something like that. But like, well, I'm like, you still can do that, but you and your man or your husband can figure out who you're going to vote for, and then candidate can get more votes as both of y'all vote for the same person. But it's the fact that it's 2026 and there are women, and I believe the woman I saw was like a Latino woman, but there is 2026 and there's still women who think women shouldn't have the right to vote. There are men who think that women shouldn't have the right to vote. And they wonder why things like DEI was created, because it gave people equal opportunities. And then people, it was made for the blacks. It wasn't just made for black people. It was made for the protection of women also in the workplace, where it made sure that women was getting fair pay as a CEO or a vice president or higher positions, where a female vice president will only make $2 million a year compared to a male vice president who's making $5 or $6 million a year. That's why DEI was in place. That y'all got women can get fair pay also. But yet we still got these conservative women who still have the right, like other women shouldn't have the right to vote. They shouldn't have jobs. They supposed to be at home barefoot and pregnant. But once again, y'all want to get on the internet and think y'all should have the right to an opinion about anything. Well, you don't. You don't have a right to an opinion.
Those people, I'll just be like, okay, so it's like, if that's the way you want to live your life, what is quote unquote traditional, even though the tradition is outdated because traditions have changed, right? So if that's what you want to do, then fine. You ain't gotta be why are you sitting in front of a microphone like in a professional setting talking about this? You know what I'm saying? Like, I never understood that. Like, if that's what you want to do with your life, then fine. Like, no, it's a couple of things, right? some of us don't want a life like that. Some of us haven't had a chance to have a life like that, even if they wanted it. You know, it's a lot of different things. All I know is America is broke.
Broke as hell.
And she worried about the wrong stuff.
Because it's the fact that it's people that's out here that's making $60,000-$70,000 and still can't afford to live on their own. They gotta have a roommate to survive still. Y'all, what time? Okay, so I've been coming across these videos on TikTok. So I don't know. This is like this guy who he posts videos of realtor short studio or efficiency or 1-bedroom apartments in Miami. And some of these apartments that I have been seeing, like, it was this one apartment where they were charging $1,500 a month, and you had in the apartment was so small. Like one of the apartments, you didn't have a space for refrigerator or a stove, and it was so small that you might fit a twin size bed in that apartment, and they wanted $1,400 a month for that. Then it was another apartment that I saw where if you wanted to go outside and cook, you want to make food for yourself, so you have to go outside. Your kitchen was outside on like a back porch, and they wanted over $1,000 a month for that apartment. Like, what are we doing? And they wondering why like people are out here, like I said, with roommates or people living with their parents or just in general, like they can't afford it. People can't afford to live in the U.S. and like I said, something needs to be done quick, fast, and in a hurry. Because I saw somebody do a breakdown. It was like basically back in the days of the boomers. They had to put on like 6% of a down payment on their house. So they down payment was $16,000. Back then, a boomer was making about $30,000 to $35,000. And by the time they got done paying off their house, it was just basically they paid for 2 years, and they were done paying their house. For millennials and Gen Zs, a down payment on a house now is between $60,000 to $80,000. A lot of people don't even make $60,000 to $80,000 in here. Hell, I don't even make $60,000 to $80,000 in a year.
What kind of where you trying to live at, and what kind of house you trying to live in? Because there's usually like 30%.
It depends on. So, like, if you live somewhere in like California, like you're not going to find a house below $300,000 unless you live in somewhere in Compton. So these is like houses that's like $300,000-$400,000. They asking for $60,000 to $80,000 for a down payment for these houses. And considering that, then on top of that, it'll take what 10 years. I think they say of a millennial or Gen Z take 10 years, or they pay for a whole year to pay off these houses. Compared to back in the boomers where it's only 2 years. And yet this older generation don't see like, oh, we don't see what's wrong with the economy. And then y'all wonder why y'all can't sell y'all houses. Like y'all trying to sell y'all, move into these condos. They sell their houses and go live on cruise ships and stuff. Then like you bought your house for $30,000, and here it is 40 years later, and the same house that you probably ain't never made improvements on since you bought the house. You try the same house for $400,000, $500,000. There's this one lady trying to sell her house for $1 million that she bought for $40,000. Like, what is? And then y'all wonder why younger people don't own houses. This is why they can't afford them.
I mean that, and a lot of them don't want to have families anymore.
That too. Fuck that. I agree. Ooh, Lord. I got a video about that later on. So, but when MAGA was asked about Trump and why basically asked like, what did Trump do good for the economy? And every time he to say something about give an answer, he always mentioned Biden. But let's take a look because MAGA always does this. And they be like, well, under Biden, like we're not talking about Biden. Biden been on office almost 2 years, but let's take a look at this.
Obama's first 4 years, Joe Biden's 4 years, and Donald Trump's 4 years. Who got us more in debt? Donald Trump, Joe Biden, or Barack Obama? Let's see if you can answer a question honestly. Let's see if you have, since you claim you care so much about taxpayer dollars, who got us more in debt?
Joe Biden.
No, wrong. Donald Trump got us $8.2 trillion in debt. How can I have a serious conversation with you when you claim you care about our taxpayer dollars, yet you have no idea what you're talking about? You're so upset that Mamdani wants free public transportation with buses. That gets you so upset with your stupid MAGA pea brain. But then when I ask you which president got us more in debt in 4 years, you have no idea. So next time you call into the show, you MAGA mushroom gobbling idiot, learn the word fact. You voted for, and you still coddle because you're a MAGA cuck and you care about public transportation. You're so upset that Mamdani, a mayor of a city, wants free public transportation for people that are struggling. You're so upset about that, yet you have no problem with the war in Iran. Sir, you can't spell the word fact. Let me repeat after me. Donald Trump got us more in debt than any president in the last 15 years. Are you aware of that, sir? Can you repeat that after me? Are you aware, sir, or are you unaware? But you care so much about buses and public transportation. Do you realize what a moron you sound like, sir?
Can I speak?
No, you can't speak. Have a nice day, you dope. Next time you call into the show, get your facts right. The idiot orange orangutan liable sexual abuser who you support got us $8.2 trillion of debt. You don't speak, sir, until you can get your facts right, you imbecile. But yeah, talk about some woman who won a primary. I can't believe Mamdani wants free public busing transportation. Oh my God, it's so horrible, but I'm totally okay with the war in Iran, you idiot. Get off my show, you dumbass.
At least I don't go on tirades like how he just went on a tirade. One simple question, the first thing he said, well, Biden, he cut him off right there. Like they all say, well, under Biden, when they asked anything about Donald Trump, like, what has Donald Trump done? Well, Biden, during Biden's administration, like, what does that have to do with this current administration? Absolutely nothing. And apparently, I got a video right here, and I'll video clip is. Let's take a look.
Why shouldn't women vote?
So I believe in a one-family voting system. I believe that a husband and wife should make that political decision together.
And who is stopping you? Who is stopping you from doing that? Oh my God, and then you get two. Oh my God, you get two. So y'all get to come to the conclusion together. He gets to control you if that's what you fucking like. And then you go vote together if you want that. But there are people that don't. So why do you feel entitled to control other people's ability to vote themselves because you want to give your right to vote? Nobody is stopping you. Nobody is stopping you. You can go to your husband that controls you and say, Daddy, who should I vote for? I have no brain, so tell me who to vote for. And then go vote for them. It's that fucking simple.
And I don't want these radical feminists to be able to vote. If you're...
Well, I don't say this often, but I hope I have the pass for this one time. But go get in the kitchen then. Go get in the kitchen then. Why do you have a microphone? What the fuck are you doing? Why are you speaking? Honestly, truly. If you don't like radical feminists that gave you the rights to get on that microphone and speak for your fucking self, go get in the kitchen, my love. Why are you so desperate to take other women's rights away? Because you don't want any. Nobody is stopping you from living that life. But stop trying to force other people to live the same life as you.
Shaving your head because someone was elected, you are not mentally stable enough to vote.
I'd rather them shave their head than do an insurrection on the Capitol. Right? Are we forgetting? Every year it seems like we have to retell y'all that y'all did an insurrection on the fucking Capitol because your fucking king, your daddy dump, didn't win. And y'all make these videos where it's like, oh my God, someone shaved their head. Oh my God. Antifa,
that's convenient for you because you don't agree with it.
Oh yeah, well that's my logic. Is it's completely convenient for me.
People who shave their head shouldn't be able to vote, but someone that is wanting to take other people's right to vote away because it's convenient for them and they admit they have no logic behind it should be able to vote to take the right to vote away. Babe, you're the one that should be in the psych ward, love. Pick-meism, a disease, because...
But even if I had my voting rights stripped away, I wouldn't care. My husband would be the one voting for us, and that's fine.
Yeah, because America has been historically amazing at respecting women when they don't have rights. You know, they have no power to speak up for themselves. Oh, women are treated so respectfully. Just look at history. I'm being sarcastic, by the way. I know this is a little small, so you might not get that I'm joking when I say that. There's a direct correlation. A lack of rights is lack of respect. It wasn't until 1994 that women could report their husband for beating on them. 1994. Mom was 30 years old at that age.
You wouldn't care.
Oh, but some other women would care, for sure.
Again, birds are supposed to be in the sky, not on the ground talking into a microphone.
What?
That's the video that I didn't know I had the video, but that's the video I was talking about. I just saw a video. So apparently Spain or Australia, I don't know if I pronounced it right, but one of them countries won the World Cup. And for some reason, I'm hoping this wasn't real. Donald Trump was on stage. And apparently out of Spain, Australia, what you pronounce it, they had their hot mic was on, and they were like, they're going to edit Donald Trump out the celebration. Because why was you on stage while Spain is celebrating the World Cup win?
Who allowed him to go up there?
Don't know. Somebody, like, you see somebody walk across the stage and grab him, like, move. Like, get out off the stage. Like, did he think I'm still in the World Cup?
Just a weirdo.
We have a video from Tina's favorite what time is it? Like from Tina's favorite redhead. So here we go.
By the way, people chose this. You know that, right? 2 years ago, this wasn't fucking happening. 2 years ago, you could trust fucking lettuce and you didn't have to worry about getting shot in the head by a masked man that your tax money pays for. 2 years ago, if I asked you about Strait of Hormuz, you would have made a joke. You'd be like, Strait of Hormuz, fucking, I guess don't like Lady Gaga. Now instead, you're like, why? Did it close again? What's the gas price? You fucking every fucking day, it's worse and fucking worse and fucking worse. And what do? We look around and we just go, oh, another guy got shot in the head today? Oh, I guess we can't eat beef now because of the flesh-eating fucking fly. And every single one of these dipshits, every single one of them, whichever South African billionaire you want to talk about, whichever bald fucking podcaster who's deeper in the closet than fucking Lindsey Graham's goddamn coffin, any single one of these goddamn grifting pieces of shit who have more money than we'll ever fucking need, who can't buy a hug from their own dad or the respect of the people around them. They all convinced a series of fucking morons that it was bad. They convinced everybody that 2 fucking years ago it was bad, and now it's worse than it's ever fucking been. Every goddamn day. I just want to remind everyone of this. It wasn't like this 10 years ago. Think back to 2015. Did you think in 2015 that a masked man wearing a bulletproof vest and a fucking gator on his nose would be shooting people in the fucking head and then the government would tell you you're not allowed to ask his fucking name? It's been a decade of this shit. Every day getting worse and worse and worse. Coming from one fucking direction all the goddamn time. Constant. And I feel insane because all it feels like is every 4 hours, everyone resets their fucking brain. They reset their FYP. They reset the fucking trending in their fucking mind and they can't lock in. Over and over again. This is getting worse. There is no cavalry. The fucking people who are supposed to fix it are 81 years old and they're fucking missing because they're dying or have dementia. And then whenever somebody steps up and goes, well, maybe we can make it a little bit better, everybody fucking screams at them. No, it's not fucking bullshit. Constant.
Pretty unhinged there. I'll be dying at his captions because I'm like, that's not what he said. They be having it all cleaned up, all nice.
Man, we got such an unhinged government. Like you said, we got politicians coming up missing. They're 81 years old with dementia. It's a black lady who's still serving in Congress. She has dementia and is living in some facility. And somehow she's still able to work for Congress and vote. Like, how are these people in power? Why are we voting these people in power? And then when a young person get in there and vote, then nobody vote for them. Oh, they don't have any experience. Yet these people is 81 years old and don't even know if they coming or going, and y'all allow them to keep their job. What is we doing, America? What are we doing? And now this next video is dedicated. So here.
Millennials treated public property like free souvenirs. We were probably the least threatening criminals in history because we weren't stealing jewelry or money. We were stealing traffic cones, shopping carts, stop signs, slippery when wet. Our generation would risk a criminal record for a conversation piece. We would see city property and be like, that would look sick in my apartment. Traffic cone is peak millennial decor. Listen, the FBI wasn't worried about millennials. The Department of Transportation was. Every millennial's apartment looked like somebody robbed a road crew. And we were proud of it. Our generation's biggest heist was just confusing city workers. The city was just waking up every morning like, where the hell did all of our stuff go?
So I'm not gonna lie. I've been over people's houses during millennial era, and you go over their house, they're like, "Why is it a traffic cone in your house?" Or I see like a random street sign in somebody's house. Why do you have this stop sign? Like, where did you get this stop sign from? Oh, okay. I might. I'm probably gonna be able to do one of these videos. So here we go, and this is the one that I was talking about with people with no kids.
I think my favorite part about not wanting kids has become watching people's brains short circuit when you tell them that you don't want kids. It's almost like you witness them lag in real time and they'll try to search for like some automated response. And I'll counter their argument with very legitimate reasoning as to why I don't want to be a parent. Which, by the way, not wanting to be a parent should be the number one reason for not being a parent. Like, I'll mention how much I like my freedom and independence, and they'll almost try to gaslight me into thinking that those aren't qualities about my life and about myself that I actually enjoy, and that somehow a child would make all of those things better. Like, no, I've called my friends that have kids and listened to nothing but nonstop screams on the other end of the phone. But who's gonna take care of you when you're older? Me? I don't know. Why would I put that burden on somebody that I didn't even want to bring into this world? Having a child is the best decision I ever made. Yeah, because it was the last real decision that you ever made. Every decision after that decision has been for that child. And I used to avoid this conversation like the plague because I didn't like being interpreted as abnormal for not wanting to have kids. But now I just kind of find it funny to see how this is like incomprehensible to most parents. Like, every parent has a set of pre-programmed responses already to go, and when you say that you don't want to have kids, they just pull from that.
Both Tina and my friend Mary have both told me it's different when it's your own kid. That is the number one thing that I hear them tell me. It's different when it's your kid. Like, no, I don't want it.
So it is 100% different when it's your own kid. Like I said, I don't babysit. I'm sorry. I just never been the babysitting type. And I tell people all the time, I don't want to babysit my own kids.
I keep telling people I am happy being the fun uncle that drop off gifts. Just let me have that moment. Let me be the fun uncle that drop off gifts that make a whole bunch of noise that I know that's gonna piss off the mama and daddy. That brings me joy. That's the only responsibility that I want. What? Why are you looking at me like that? She only looking at me like that because I've done it multiple times. So, it'd be like, have fun with that.
Yeah, I can't wait to you got Tui Yui.
Ooh, I don't babysit no more. I don't do that no more. I don't do that no
Don't
more.
matter. I got something for you. Oh yeah.
Especially since the last time I told you I was trying to take a nap and he came up here like, why you sleep? Well, what you doing? And then I went downstairs, nigga was asleep. Shit pissed me off. Wake me up on my sleep, talking about what I'm doing. So I want to play this last clip before we go into our final thoughts, because I'm like, this is how you know. But black people, when y'all gain our respect, we get along with anybody. We can get along with anybody as long as you respect us, and you can have some beautiful friendships with all kinds of different nationalities, all these other kind of things. So let's take a look at this video.
يا حبيبي لو سمحت ابعت لي سندوتش حبيبي. Nope. What do you mean no?
It's not the time. It's not time to eat yet. You know it's not.
Brother, what are you talking about, brother? I just want my sandwich.
Astaghfirullah.
Astaghfirullah. I wanted you to order my sandwich.
You're not supposed to be eating right now, bro. What time you break your fast?
Brother, it's at 7. It's okay though.
Nah. It's 6:58. You got 2 more minutes.
Brother, make my chopped cheese on a hero, please.
Stop screaming at me. Hey, you got 2 more minutes.
You getting paid to make my sandwich.
You got 2 more minutes. I'm gonna make your food. All right? You're not gonna mess me. You're not gonna mess me up with your. Nah, I'm not doing that.
Brother, can you make my sandwich? I say, can you make my sandwich? I'm starving. I'm starving. I ain't nothing in 15 hours.
I said wait.
I ain't nothing.
And that's how you know he even learned their language. That's how you know black people can get along. Anybody like, sir, I'm not gonna have you let you help you break your fast. I'm not. We supportive. We not gonna do that. We're not doing. Wait till 7 o'clock. I'm gonna start making your sandwich. Oh, all right. Well, that part of the show, y'all, because we done went over already about 10 minutes, 12 minutes. So let's head into final thoughts. For 17 years, we've been having to listen to Trump complain about how the 2020 election was rigged and everybody was against him. And then he put out his own documents showing that the election wasn't against him, that they was actually for him. And the documents prove that people was helping him to win the election. MAGA, we need to do better. Conservative women, shut up and go in the kitchen and cook and be barefoot and pregnant, because that's what they want y'all to do. Should be on the internet talking all that mess and spewing all that hate and stuff. Don't do it. Cavalier Johnson, instead of making these roads shorter, like I said earlier, instead of making these roads shorter, what you need to be doing is arresting these criminals that's out here driving with no car insurance, no license plates, no registration, no ID, no driver's license, no nothing. Just get a ticket and drive off a car. Do something instead of getting on TV looking like a damn Ninja Turtle. And that's my final thought.
Well, okay, he's a little passionate about that, but I agree with him. I mean, it's getting ridiculous. Like, just the one young man, 35 times he been pulled over, ain't nothing been done except for the tickets. I mean, it's getting a little wild out here, and then they still driving the same way. And I thought the little concrete barriers they was putting up was supposed to stop them from driving like that. Obviously, it hasn't. It just created more of an opportunity to cause a deadly crash. So I'm with Martell on that. And as far as people trying to roll the United States back 200 plus years, like, just stop. Like, it's okay to accept change. Change is going to happen no matter if you wanted to or not. And, you know, the older, the silent generation, y'all got to come up off of that, just being stuck in the taboo phase. There's a lot of things that was taboo back in your day that is not taboo today. Okay. So, and I mean, it's going to continue until it changes again. It's okay. You know, trying to impose what your beliefs are on somebody else. Don't do it. It never turns out to be. It's not a good idea. And that's my final thought.
road rage. That's what his streets has caused. It caused road rage. Because I don't understand.
Your final thought is over.
The 2 lanes, and the next thing you know, you stuck behind a car driving 24 miles down the street, and now I'm going on the road.
Oh, look at that. I muted his mic. Muted his mic, y'all, because it's over.
That was a big rant. How dare you? How dare you? Because I was pissed off about these roads. Hell, do better, Cavaliers. Don't forget to check out our social media pages. They're linked below in the description below. Make sure y'all check out our social media pages. And if you have any suggestions or topics you want to cover on the podcast, you can write them in the comments, or you can inbox us on TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook. You can inbox us directly if you don't want it to be public of time to discuss. And thank you all for tuning in to the episode of St. Cats for Day podcast. And we see you all on the next one. All right, we're going to see y'all. All right, okay, bye. We'll see you on the next one. All right, now, okay.